Son of a bitch.
Thanks for watching, Frankie.
What the fuck was that? Yo, dudes! I can't believe fucking Frankie. I go away a couple days, 3 weeks. You know, you get your fucking face put together, and what the fuck? I mean, Frankie, how are you guys? Anything? Did I miss anything? It's good to be back. Welcome to Not Water, boys and girls. How
was your time off?
Oh, it was the first week excruciating. See, because my jaw. Here's a tip for you. If you ever need medical advice after
Hey, buddy. How are you?
You're doing that because of what I said, aren't you? I'm good.
You feeling okay?
I'm feeling okay. See, before the show, I said, you know, nothing's changed. Everything's the same. And Garrett's like, but and now he's going to be a fucking dick. Here's a tip, medical tip, like right here, a little left. Medical tip. If you ever get punched in the face by an insane person or a normal person, either or, and you need advice on being punched in the face, get it from a doctor. Not from people that have been punched in the face, hypothetically, right? Let's say you get punched in the face at a bar, and you've never been punched in your 53 years. Well, you should have. I hope you did get punched. Let me point something out about reading Twitter and not weighing in. Why would I? We'll get to that. But here's the beauty of it. From what I've seen, a lot of people think I'm great, and you're going to love this story. And you know what's even better? All the people that hate me and think I have a glass jaw. Let me say something. Never got me down, Ray. You don't get to say that in your tweets when you sucker punch someone. When fucking you are in a bar, just living the dream, having a great time, and someone punches you in the side of the face, and you don't even buckle, and you look at him like, what the fuck was that? And he goes like this, oh, enjoy, and he leaves. Well, then you get to say, never got me down, Ray. But you, and let me point something out, okay? Let me point something out. I'm the luckiest fucking man alive. Let me point something out. I was right about the dump. I was right. They said, what do you want to do? I'm like, make the dump go longer. How was the dump? I have 3 words. I fucking Geno. And by the way, even AI hates fucking Teddy. Isn't that great? Isn't that great? And here's how you know the dump is great. Because AI fucking put all the parts of the dump in it. Yeah, when I'm taking a shit. That's not me. And I'm sitting there.
Wait, Teddy doesn't like to play peekaboo?
I don't even. Yeah, with naked pictures of Stacey Pressman I show him. Peekaboo, fuck me, not him. What is wrong?
He always finds you, pokes you with chopsticks.
I missed my desk, my booth, my abacus. So, let me point something out, okay? You don't get to say, you never got me down, Ray. I get to say that, okay? This guy who, and I've sat behind this desk and I've said it before and I'll say it again, that's good gay porn. But I'll tell you something else, by the way, before I go. And they're all like, what happened? So I'm watching the dump. The funniest part of the dump this week, okay, is when Kevin calls in Thursday, right? And I want to thank so many people for putting up with me, okay? Those two, fucking Laurathea and fucking, what's your name? Bo Bree? I don't forget his name. I just don't text him when I'm sending her nudes. That's all I do. Ham and Egger, my buddy who was a dentist on fucking Twitter, texted with him. But meanwhile, I've been losing my mind personally to Kevin Dombrowski, Kevin Brennan, and fucking Bob Levy. And fucking one time I lost my mind on Brennan, and he literally texted me back, "Are you even texting the right person?" And he brought it up that day, and I was laughing. Like, I'm sitting there texting like, fuck him, blah, blah. And after I just text like a fucking psycho for like a minute, you send 3 texts in a minute, even if you're not on Adderall, you send 3 texts in a minute, and then all of a sudden the guy just texts you back because he's reading them. He says, "Are you even texting the right person?" So then he calls, and I die laughing. And then he calls into the dump on Thursday, and I'm texting, "Tell him I'm sorry. Tell him I love the guy. Tell him it made me laugh." And they're like, "Geno says fuck off." And I'm the funniest part of the dump you didn't get to see. It's me in my apartment going, "I didn't say that." So then I text another one. "No, seriously, just tell him, boy, he says he's ready to go again." No! And then finally I'm like, why? Why do I keep
the text?
What's that?
I have the text where you said, "Kev, you mad pussy, yo." I have it.
So I go, text, I go, "Kev, you mad pussy, yo. Tell him I said that." That's what I wrote. That's what... But I mean, and I'm sitting there, and I know I'm the dummy, and I'm like, "What? Stop!" And I'm sending another text, like, "Just stop," because you get through the third one, like, "Well, they'll read this one. Are you retarded? Did you get brain damage when he fucking punched you?" So, here's what goes on. Oh, by the way, JP Biker on fucking. See, here's another thing. JP Biker is a great dude. I've hung out with him in Cleveland. We had steaks with him in Chicago. But but when he goes online, it's like, no one's allowed to call in. "Hey, Dad, I can handle the callers." Like, Ashley's going to be on hold for another 88 fucking minutes. Nick has a question for Steve. Nick, ask away. You're in hot water, or as I like to call it, the wrap-up show for the dump. What do you got, buddy?
Hey, how you doing, man?
To quote my father, "If I was doing any better, I couldn't stand it." Go on.
Did you wake up early to spend extra time with yourself this morning?
I woke up early, Nick, because I had an appointment with my oral sturgeon. That's right, sturgeon, he's a little fish. I had an appointment with him at 8:30, and of course, I forgot. We used to, and by the way, I'm sorry. Remember when we did the morning show, Garrett? I'm sorry for all the times because I'm such a drunk that I missed the show. I'm sorry for all the times. Zero. If you're not sure what zero is, Google how many more times Pat will appear on this network. 0. Okay? If you're not sure what that number is, Google how many valid reasons did Pat give for felony assault. 0. Okay? By the way, one more. Google how many times did Geno have any fucking sexual intercourse with Chrissy or Felicia like he accused me of? 0. Okay? Okay? So if you want to fucking get a valid reason, we'll get to that. But for now, Nick, you had a question for my friend Steve.
I was mostly just going to tell, the Dump Boys just to keep it up, They did a great job while you were gone. The long shows were good shit, man.
They were. I said it. I will watch Bobby on stage, and he'll kill, and I'll sit there like I'm killing. I'll be like, yeah, I know. You know what I mean? Like, I know he's funny. He's really funny. I know. Like, I should just be like he is. I'm like, I know. And and I said to E-Rock, another guy, boy, E-Rock is another one that could read you text, and he's like, I think he's angry. And every text, and same, every text to like these people is 80 texts of anger, and then me like, "Look, dude, I'm really sorry." It's just it's like apologetic. "Dude, I'm really a little on edge. I'm not used to." E-Rock's like, and this was it. He's like, "Well, maybe we'll have guest hosts," and I'm like, "No, you don't fucking replace blah, blah, blah." And then I send a text. I'm like, "Well, dude, do whatever you want. I'm sorry." But I'm like, it's not my, but I'm like, I would just have the dump go long, and I'm not taking credit saying like, "Oh, that's it. That's all you need." He's like, "Yeah, let's do that." Depending on when you can get back. So that was great. So yeah, the dump, not surprised. And I'm going to be honest, you guys are great. But then Garrett started coming in early. And I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this. He's pretty funny. Garrett's pretty funny. He does well.
He's all right.
Yeah, he hosts the show. In fact, I know he's funny because he carried 140 episodes of TBD. Oh, I can't wait till Pat goes on his show and makes fun of me tonight.
Yeah, seriously, fuck Pat, man.
So back to Twitter. Let me point something out. Okay, I sent you 2 emails, right, Garrett? Or did I send you one or two?
I think only one.
Okay, well, I'll send the other. Okay, so I was talking with,
Hey, Nick, thanks for the call. I really appreciate your kind words.
That's how you, is that it?
All right, but yeah, no worries.
By the way, my fucking phone. I'm gonna have to get a new fucking phone that's not an LG. I'm holding off because I've only had LG.
You throw it on the desk so hard, man.
What's that? No, it's thanks, Nick. Thanks, Nick. It's like loud noises spook me. Here's the thing. Like it's so slow now because it's like 2 years old and I made the mistake of doing an upgrade. All right. You don't need it now, but I did send it. All right, so did it go? Did it go? Okay. So where was I? Whore. My point is this. I was talking to Josh Denny about, what went on with the social media and stuff, and everyone's like, what's wrong? What's wrong with Geno? Is he hiding? Here's what both parties involved did the past 3 weeks. Damage control. My damage control the first week was going to a fucking urgent care hours after the assault, and they said, I don't think it's broken, but get an MRI. But I was so shaken up, I said, I just want to go home. Do I have to? And they said, all right, but keep an eye on it. So I wake up Tuesday morning in excruciating pain, and I walk down the street to the hospital 5 blocks from me, where I always put the COVID is the flu with a better publicist stickers up, and I think they were on to me. Because I went in there, and the doctor made me wait fucking 2 hours, and when I got done, she's like, yeah, you don't have a broken jaw. And I said, can I get x-rays? And she said, you don't need them. So now I go home 48 hours later, and I'm like, what the fuck? I wake up Wednesday, I call my dentist, he's off. I wake up Thursday, I go in to see my dentist. And by the way, this part is more for the people that hate me, because enjoy this. Enjoy this. I'm in excruciating pain, okay? I'm in the worst pain of my life. And let me tell you, that doesn't take much, because as I've said, my life has been a fucking GAG joke. I shouldn't have said gag, because I don't want to bring up Lindsay's night game. But the point I'm making, whore. The point I'm making is, let me tell you how the fact that I'm not full of shit was underscored to me. Because I sit at this desk every fucking day and I say we're the sum of everything that ever put us here. And let me tell you, I spent a week in fucking pain saying, is this as bad as when my Uncle Frank was in World War II and 2 days after the fucking war ended, he was on a ship in the hull and it got fucking hit by a torpedo by some fucking gook and it came in on a slant, that's how you know. And fucking you are trapped in a fucking sinking ship saying, I thought the war was over, not knowing if you're gonna live or die. I'll take the broken jaw. My father was a farmer. He farmed 20 fucking years because he had to take care of the family farm. One day he got his fucking thumb caught in what was called, I swear to God, it was called a pickle sorter. Your nickname in high school, Lindsay. A pickle sorter. Only there's no black pickles on our farm. There's a pickle sorter. And his
Stanley's?
What? What's that?
Stanley's?
No,
pickle sorter?
Stanley would not work with us. Would not work with us. Fucking, because we thought he was, and his thumb was dangling. His thumb was dangling. Like the most pain, it's that time you see your father crying, you're like, what the fuck? And he fucking had to sit there in fucking surgery for hours. I'll take that. My mother was fucking on chemo and shit for fucking a year and a half when they gave her 3 fucking months to live. 3 fucking months. But my brother's wedding was fucking a year later. And she lived at that wedding. And she would get fucking transfusions all the time. And one time on fucking Mother's Day, and I had to practice saying this so I didn't cry like a CUNT Lindsay on the middle of this fucking thing. Thank God you're here, bitch. Fucking the last Mother's Day my mother was alive, she was deathly allergic to shellfish. And selfish people, shellfish, and she must have gotten blood with it, and her face looked 10 times worse than mine ever did. It swelled up so much. And you know what my fucking mother said? Her last fucking Mother's Day alive? She said, I'm sorry I ruined Mother's Day. And you think I give a fuck about walking around with a busted fucking tooth and a couple fractures from a guy who's living in a constant hell? I'll be okay fine. And by the way, Aunt Olga, all she had to do was bury 4 fucking people because her brother died too in that time in 4 years. I'm fucking fine. I'm fucking fine. I've never been fucking better. Okay? So if you want to enjoy the fact that, oh my God, fuck around and find out. And Derek, I love you, but you're a fucking piece of garbage. You're a fucking piece of garbage. Take time from killing the fucking nearest animal to realize that's not how men talk, okay? Because let me tell you something. Oh, should have went outside and punched him. No, because if you punch someone, I would imagine, Billy, you're white trash. You've been in fights, right? You ever fucking sucker punch someone? No. If I were to punch someone, and I never would, to quote the Princess Bride, I'd sooner destroy a stained glass window. You're punching them because you want to hurt them. Why would I want to hurt anyone? Why would I want to fuck up my life, which I don't know if you know this. It's fucking insanely awesome. Do you understand? I fucking cannot. I can't. I can't have any more fucking gratitude. Everything fucking is a fucking chance to move forward. And I'll tell you again, if you punch someone, you either want to hurt them, and why would you hurt them and fuck up your life? That's foreshadowing. Why would you fucking hurt them and ruin the rest of your fucking shitty life? Why would you do that when you can just go back to your fucking shitty closet and get on your fucking locals and fucking do a podcast so people can pipe money into your account so you can, by God knows what, to help you focus? Why? Why would you do that? Or, well, I wasn't hitting him to hurt him. Then you're a faggot. I was just hitting him to teach him a lesson. You're gay. And anyone that says, well, men do that, not the men I know. And by the way, it's a hill I'm willing to die on. Geno's never hit anyone. He's a fag. And I will suck every woman's cock in the room. Get the fuck away from me. But, yeah, there you and all the people that wrote, fuck around and find out. All the people that wrote, he poked the bear. Look at this, okay? Watch this. Watch this. Fucking someone screen grab it if you... Oh, my God, I poked the bear. Oh, my God, I fucked around and found out.
Geno, you want to know what my favorite comments were?
Oh, please.
I saw a couple people that said, free speech doesn't mean free from consequences.
Yeah.
And they're like huge conservative, like Pat Dixon fans. And it's like, do you know what you just fucking said, you faggot?
Do you understand?
That's like one of the biggest lib talking points these days. And you're quoting it to defend Pat.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Pat, who is the most misogynistic, and by the way, Pat is an actual racist, okay? Like, Pat will say the N-word, and he'll dig in with the hardest R, and it's therapeutic for him. Now, where was I? Whore. Look, let me quote a dear friend of mine who nailed it, okay? A guy named Frankie McDonald. He can't be here right now because he's driving back from fucking 1930. But, I thought, thank you. Come on. We're doing it again. Back to one. Stupid. Frankie. My jaw is fucking wired, and there's titanium plates. Whee! Because he was in the Godfather thing.
Did you get any good painkillers from...
Bobby goes like this. What?
Did you get any good painkillers from your doctor?
No!
What?
Ibuprofen 800.
Oh, man, you're on the same list I'm on.
Yeah. But I'm not.
Only thing they ever offer me, too.
You stay there. To quote Frankie McDonald, he couldn't be here. He's driving back. Not even doing it because it's for me. Fuck all y'all. Me and fucking Laura Thea loved it. You get it? Thank you. Pat Dixon loses. And I don't mean like I win. This is a network founded on free speech. We show videos of animals attacking people. And what does everyone... And what's the signature show that does that the most? The New York Crime Report. Okay? Fucking... We show people attacking people. And fucking... What does everyone bitch about in the fucking... Why isn't this guy in jail?
Wait, Gene, do you mean New York City Crime Report or Crime Report... or Crime Report NYC, because they're all three different shows based on the same topic.
Pat Dixon better be calling in later, fuck sticks. So, so here's the thing. You lose. Because, one, anyone that defends you is saying, yeah, he should act like an animal, and there should not be consequences. It's almost like you fuck around and find out. So, yeah, you lose. And by the way, if I blocked you on Twitter, it's because you're so fucking negative, and obviously you hate me, so what do you care? I've never understood the comment, dude, he's not going to fuck you more. Because everyone's like, why'd you block me? Well, because when fucking some idiot's like, I hear they were fucking exchanging nude pictures, I'm like, where the fuck is that from? And fucking Becky, who I've never been anything but nice to, goes, yep. And basically tweets, yep, you had it coming. One, it's not true. And two, fuck off. I can't be waste. I cannot. I only have so much niceness to give. That's a lie. I am a font of fucking gratitude. Okay. You have the pictures, Liz. So I don't either. But that's it. And I've never. So you lose when you go against everything we make fun of, including you. Before you became a new person, we'll get to that. You lose. And secondly, you lose with the Chrissy thing. Let me explain something. Pat fucking, let me explain, and let me, before I explain anything, let me tell you something. Why don't you go back and watch all 860 episodes? Oh, most shows on the network outside of The Boss. Try harder, Dixon. You're on once a fucking week, and you were supposed to be cut to once a month. Yeah. By the way, I'm not making a list, Garrett. I said I'm tired of fucking protecting people. And I would have never said that, but you can check that with E-Rock, who's screaming at the fucking TV right now. He got so fucking shitty with showing up that they were cutting him to once a month. So all 17 people who fucking have 30 accounts on Twitter follow him to locals and keep fucking feeding his addiction because Daddy doesn't give a TWAT Lorithia fuck, okay? Do it. Do it. But when you beg to fucking stay on for fucking every fucking week and thank the boss like that, and this, you don't fucking treat the boss like that. You know, by the way, Garrett, I'm going to ask you something. You don't have to answer, but it's a simple question. Did he apologize to you?
Pat?
Yes.
For what?
Okay, so you didn't feel fucked at all. The way he fucking left you in a lurch with your show. The way he didn't expect to be fired and expected you. Who would do that? Who would fucking expect to have a show here and stare in the morning, we'll say hypothetically, 4 days a week, and would stare fucking Steve and Bobby in the face after he shit all over the network? He didn't apologize when he arrogantly thought he wasn't going to get fired. We'll get to that. He didn't apologize for putting you in that situation.
The only thing I talked to him after the punch was we were supposed to record.
Stop. And I didn't ask you for this information. I'm just saying he didn't apologize. Go on.
We were supposed to pre-record a TBD that because he was going away Wednesday.
Oh, he's going away soon.
And so the punch happened. Then I texted him like, I guess we're not, or he texted me, hey, no TBD Wednesday, but you want to just record something anyway, and we could do it on my locals. And I was like, I'd rather not.
That wasn't
right
awkward
now.
to you.
It was, but I was just like, but at the time we all thought like maybe Geno did something that was comparable to why he did it. We didn't know.
Comparable. Because why else? You know why?
Because why else?
You know why? Because you were talking, ready for this, to my friend Pat. When this happened, I was going to hug my friend Pat. Let me explain who my friend Pat is. My friend Pat's the guy that I asked to host fucking Geno's Picks when I was away. When he was so whacked out on something that he pronounced Venus. But that's another thing. My friend Pat is the guy that would sit at this desk with me and I'd drop by. And the guy I would drive to gigs, that Bobby would drive to gigs, that I got home from the last Comedians of the Compound. That's my friend. My friend Pat is the guy that would sit in a car the past 6 months and tell me hitting on Chrissy was really working out for him, and he just about landed her. My friend Pat was the guy that would fucking tell me that he's meeting a girl at Rivet and fucking her that night, even though he's hooked on Felicia. He wasn't. He wasn't. Isn't it fun to hear something from a guy that has never lied? Has never. Everything I've said has come to be true, hasn't it? Name one thing I've said, whether it's about COVID or fucking all the fucking people that, and by the way, I have a drinking problem. I do. The guy that drinks with the fans fucking quits for a month. By the way, haven't had a drink in 3 weeks. Like, you can't drink for at least 6-7 weeks. And I'm like, no problem. Can't have cigars, no problem. You can't chew food, no fucking problem. But some people quit drinking and they're dry drunks and they hate everyone. Some people quit drinking and they have anger issues. Some people quit drinking and they get so stressed out they wind up on an ER fucking gurney. Some people quit drinking and they say, I'm dry, I'm clean, and they get so fucked up on prescription meds that they fucking create an action that once it's over, they can't believe they did it themselves, so they spend a week online giving you fucking, it's an actual word, it's a verb now, Ehrenberging. They spend a fucking week Ehrenberging, giving you, if anyone's a fan of Pat, you have no idea why he hit me. He hit him because he was fucking Chrissy and Felicia. No. Well, he hit him because he fucking was poking the bear. No, we're comedians, okay? We're comedians, okay? And why did I have Felicia on? The same reason I had Chrissy Mayer on. Okay, no, I forgot her name again. Chrissy Mayer. The same reason. Chrissy Mayer came on. Hey, Bill Schultz. Chrissy Mayer came on. By the way, there's whiskey if you guys want to drink. Fucking give them some whiskey. Get up. Chrissy Mayer came on. Fucking, you remember, in the morning, I wasn't there most of the time because I'm such a chronic alcoholic. I missed so many shows. After her mother died, it ripped her apart. She was fucking terrible. And she would come on the show, and she would literally, actually, before she'd come on, Gary, you remember? Oh, you weren't, were you? Yeah, you were. She would send messages going like, hey, I want to come on the show. And she'd send like 3-page emails of the characters. And me and Berg would be like, just show up. We don't care. So here's the thing. So about a year, so while this is going on, I'm at LOL. Now I'm just rubbing your noses in my success. And fucking Pat comes up to me and he goes, and I can't remember, but he basically says, yeah, you had Chrissy on your show. And because I'm a man who's very confident in this, shut up, Bill, because I'm a man. Although that was really good. Because I'm a man. Oh my God. So Kevin fills in for me today, Dombrowski. Bobby, Steve, when Madison Malloy sits next to Dombrowski to plug her book, I almost didn't make it in today because I was going to get surgery right here where the side was splitting. Because you just see, I didn't know he had so many veins in his forehead. I know where he does have veins. We do shit. Look. Okay. So Chrissy, I mean, Bobby, was it? And I texted him. I'm like, hey, how's that book? And he just texted me back, ha ha.
I just want to go.
I like Madison Malloy. She's no Zach Amico, but go on.
I just want to go into public speaking because you don't have to tell jokes as often.
Yeah, and I'm hoping to get a public speaking tour. And fucking Kevin's like, speaking is the one thing I'm not allowed to do right now. Oh.
You know how
she's great. Oh,
you know how the best laugh you can get.
Though. What's that?
You know how the best laugh you can get, Gene, is the laugh you accidentally walk into. Not when you like cleverly craft a joke and get the audience to go somewhere.
I can't and I'm sitting there like, and again, I'm sitting there with plates in my face, fucking a water bag on my face, and I'm like, this is the greatest day ever. I'm just sitting there. I'm sitting there looking at Bill. I'm like, man, maybe I'm looking at Bill missing a tooth. I'm like, not a bad look. I could do that. So Pat Dixon lost because he says to me, so Mabel, he goes, you had Chrissy on your show? And because I'm a normal person, I thought he was mad that we didn't have him on the show. So I literally don't say, yeah, is that bad? I go, yeah, you could come on anytime you want. I don't realize that fucking Pat, let me explain something. Pat hates women. He hates women. I love women. I am friends with all my exes. Let me explain why. Because everything we've ever done puts us here. We're the sum of every action. And every fucking woman I've ever been with, no matter how fucking crazy, okay, no matter how bananas, fucking, I know they made me better, and I stay friends with them because I like seeing that they're doing better. Is Alex crazy anymore? Bananas! But she owns it! She's fucking scooters. She keeps buying animals. She sent me a picture yesterday. Yeah, it wasn't her pussy. She bought a sugar glider. She brought a flying fucking squirrel.
It's a honey glider.
Shut up, faggot! Don't correct me on the type of glider. Go brush your tooth. Jesus Christ.
Wait, you're friends with Pat? But he hit you.
No.
I'm still hung up on that. I don't think I've ever seen you and Pat hanging out all buddy-buddy.
No, but I
don't think you guys were like buddies.
No, according to Pat. Oh, we're friends. I'm sure we'll hang out again.
I mean, I wasn't around long enough, I guess. Were you guys friends years ago?
No.
Okay, then what's this friends shit? I don't remember ever seeing you guys hang out.
I consider him a friend because we work together and we've hung out on the Comedians of the Compound, and I've never done anything behind this desk up until today but compliment him. How many times, other than the intro of TBD, which is awful, but I've always said, like, how many times did I sit at this desk, Garrett, and say, when he fucking hosts the Boss's show, that's great. I'm like, I watch it, fucking saying, thank God he's there and not me. He's perfect for that. I used to think I was going to be like Letterman, and then I met Pat Dixon, and he is Letterman. Only the thing is, and I would say, I like Dixon now, I don't like Letterman. So that's my acquaintance with Pat. And that can all be backed up with my 860-some episodes, not the 600-odd you did. 800. How many have you done, Bill? More. So you're kind of barely surviving, and Jesus Christ, thank God. Hey, the strong need the space, bitch. Now, hey, fucking you get punched in the jaw, you might as well fucking get your money's worth, right? Now, where was I? So Pat Dixon loses because it'd be one thing if Chrissy came on and fucking didn't hit it out of the park. It'd be one thing if Chrissy came on and got a show that flopped. But Chrissy did so well that she got a show on the network that I think even Anthony will agree brings in a stream of people, makes us relevant to a stream of people that I don't, Pat doesn't, the boss doesn't, and I argue even fucking censored TV doesn't, okay? So she's great. And he let that sit in his craw, okay? And he wanted to cancel her, not because he wants the best for her after they break up, because he's a fucking locust that has no place to live other than a closet, not like yours, Bill, a closet that he fucking needs a break from, so he'll date a woman until he hates her, and then he'll leave her, and he'll try to destroy her. So when you have his ex on Felicia, because she's funny, and she tours, and she deserves to be on, and if you watch that show again, I highly recommend it, because that one show's better than all fucking 640 pieces of shit shows he's done combined. I'm just trying to...
340.
What's that?
It's only 340.
No, he did how many fucking crime reports?
340.
But how many TBDs?
Oh, 140. About.
Okay, so 340 and 140 is what? 480. Throw in what, 50 trumps? 530. That's as many as me and Bill. No. So...
Wait a minute.
Maybe that's why he sucked. He didn't get enough reps in.
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait a cotton picking moment.
Oh, the dump has done 9 episodes as far as I know.
Don't
get me wrong, you're catching up. Because that was the other great thing. Steve, hold that thought. And did you say, it's like Pat Dixon went from 0 shows to the dump doing an hour and a half, 4 days a week. And I was masturbating to that. What were you saying?
Yeah, we had fun last week. You shouldn't have came back.
You kept me. Let me tell you what got me through the past 2 weeks. The Phillies, who are on fire. Yeah. And the dump and the boss's show. Honest to God.
I took 7 shits on Saturday, but that's not what I'm asking.
Oh,
you
please.
just said you had Felicia on because she's funny and bullshit stuff. I thought you were having her on because you wanted to make Pat mad.
I was having her on to prove a point. It's like, look, Pat, yeah. Look, I'm going to have her on. Because, by the way,
I'm not trying to call you out.
By the way,
I'm
Garrett,
just trying to clarify because I was
when
confused.
when he sat in on my show, he wasn't invited. You know that, right? Whoa, you're both nodding, yet you never said it till now. They're both like, I know. He wasn't invited.
Well, that one's confusing.
You let him sit in every live stream and be like, yeah, and Bob asked me to come on. Bob texted me. He's like, I never. Bob, call in if you're watching. He's like, I didn't.
Yeah, can we ask Bob? Because I feel like at some
Would you
point
like to hear what
he
Bob
said
will say
he did invite Pat.
No, here's what happened. Bob showed up because when I fucking was out filming a movie, it'll come out. When I was out, I said, Bob, fill in for me. He's like, well, I want to do this, and this. And I even said, he's like, I'm going to bring Kevin Brennan. I'm like, don't bring Kevin Brennan. Don't. He's just going to shit on blah, blah, blah. And he brought him in, and I was cracking up. I'm like, because I texted Bob, I'm like, I'm willing to admit when I was wrong. Kevin was great. And I go, what was, I'm like, what was Dixon doing there? He's like, I don't know. I'm like, didn't you invite him? He's like, I showed up at the door. Pat Dixon was at the door. I said, what are you doing here? And he said, buying something that rhymes with drugs. So, fucking Bob's like, oh. He's like, well, you want me to hang out on the show? And Bob thought that fucking E-Rock didn't trust him and he needed him. So he basically begged his way on the show because people that want to make people laugh do this. People that want attention do that, okay? And he sat there and fucking shout out to one of the fans. It's like, yeah, and he did the I'm too cool for school. And then when fucking, when Bob goes, you and Gene fuck sometimes, like, why would you do that? Because he hates women and he hates that I'm fucking much hotter women than him. And you can say Geno's acting like an 8th grade bitch. Be back tomorrow. I'll be back Thursday. Not at 7. We have programming to fill there. Not at 7. Do you understand? So that is why I'm like, well, watch this. Watch this. I'll invite someone on the show. And again, because you don't get to cancel people because you hate them. Okay? So that is when he broke. And by the way, if only he had sent me 3 texts, as Gavin said, totally whacked out on something where I'm not reading my text, I'm fucking, and then fucking assaults me and texts, never mind. If only he had a screenshot of that to show to someone with a video. If only you did.
Wait, no!
That's why you back these things up. Oh, watch this. Oh my God. Watch this. Watch this. That's so. Could you imagine if I didn't have backup for this? Watch this. Watch it. Oh, I do. I do. Watch this. Watch this. You ever see the Columbo? Oh, the Great City. Boom, boom. This is the fucking Stewie one. Yeah. How funny is that? Oh, I'm sure somebody was watching just now going, oh, in the coffee, I'm fine. You're fine. You're fine. Who do you think sleeps better every night? A guy with fucking, in the most excruciating pain that spent a week with a floating tooth and 3 fractures? Or a guy that's sitting there like, when is the shoe going to drop? By the way, show the other one. Show the tweet. The tweet. The tweet. Okay. Now, I didn't weigh in on Twitter about this at all. Now, let me explain why, okay? I didn't weigh in because to quote fucking my buddy, I'm talking to Josh Denny the other day, you know, because he's asking me permission to let him, Pat, work at Compound Sensor. That is not even. I love that people think that's going to happen. Okay. I mean, did you see the clip where Gavin goes, all right, you have no valid reason why you assaulted Geno? He's like, he literally lost interest in it 2 minutes in. But yeah, keep living on to, oh, they're going to fall all over to get this fucking felon. They're not. That is the first time I weighed in. And what you need to do is scroll up. Scroll up. I'm not going to RT this or anything, and I honestly don't think it's a consideration for Compound Media at this point. That is arrogance. That is arrogance. When, like, and this is what Josh Denny said. How could he put him, talking about Ant, how could he put him in that situation? And Garrett, you know what I said? I said you said it wrong. How could you put him in that situation? How could you put him in that situation? No, how could you put him in that situation? Anthony, who, to quote Garrett, gives us a playground. To quote a man, you know who, when I first got hired, and I've said this before, came up to me and said, wow, congrats on getting hired at Compound Media. That's great for guys like us. We're older, and it's the last thing that can really make us relevant. Who said that, Garrett?
George Washington.
It's so good to be home.
Was I right?
No. Pat Dixon. Pat Dixon said it. He knew it. He knew it. He poked the bear. He fucking punched me right in front of the boss. He basically fucking punched me in the jaw and took a shit on the boss's lap and said, fuck you, I don't need this relevance, and fucking go back. And then he has the balls after spending, why wasn't I on social media? Show it again, Garrett, please. This. Why give the trolls material to give Anthony more fucking headaches? And all of you people are like, Geno's a pussy. No, I'm a good friend. I'm fucking loyal. I did not create more problems for fucking Anthony because I couldn't do that to a guy that pays me to fuck around. Do you understand? Garrett, excuse me, Dixon going online, doing videos. And by the way, I did not tell anyone to take down evidence. I mean videos. Why would I do that, you fucking idiots? Rob Saul, fucking, I gave him a shit talking to because he's a friend of mine. And I said, you don't even check? You're just, there's too many people that are like, I have a microphone, I'm a podcaster. No. You're a fucking guy who has nothing to say and you just want attention, and fucking he learned that. So you are fucking DED dead to me. I'm sorry. And then he's like, whoa, take it down. I don't care what you do, you cunt. Leave it up. I already fucking copied the video. Why? Just for fucking entertainment. And this is the other thing. Fucking guy, someone sends me screenshots. I'm DMC whatting YouTube videos. That's more work than making a list. Man, are you on a slippery slope? That is more work than making a list. Pat Dixon spent a week on social media Ehrenberging excuses rather than saying, I wasn't myself, I snapped, I fucking took 2 steps into Geno, he walked 1 step into me, and 220, and by the way, the last thing I remember noticing is, God, is Pat Dixon a fucking slob. He's a slob. He just has this fucking basketball beer belly, and wait till you see the video. Not this one, it's coffee. But wait till you see the video. This is how he walks up. He goes like this. Boom! And then you can see it, he goes like this. And fucking, to quote the boss, he's fucking got this weird smile, and he yells, enjoy. He yells, enjoy. Now, if only he had sent me 3 psycho texts before that, and after he punched me, also texted me, never mind. Boy, I wonder who he'd show that to. At any rate, God. See why I didn't talk for fucking 2 weeks? At any rate, fucking look at this. Look at this. By the way, zoom in. So, by the way, I know downstairs with Bobby is another time I got him a ride home from AC. Already when AC, he was just joking on us. Watch this. 348. Now stop, Garrett. In real time, and everyone knows this. What do we do at 348? We rally the fucking troops. We rally the fucking troops and we go across the street. So I didn't check my phone. Dude, Chrissy was one thing. Loser. Chrissy was one thing. Now, Garrett, explain to me what the Chrissy thing was.
I have no idea.
No! He spent fucking a week explaining. You must know. Why doesn't somebody that called me old glass jaw or a bitch call in and explain what that means? By the way, what's that? That was fucking dirty talk, Bill, and it was worth it. By the way, again, Pat Dixon fans, fuck around and find out. Dude, Chrissy was one thing, but I'm asking you sincerely as a brother in compound. And by the way, Steve, say it again. I never saw you hang out with him. By the way, isn't it great that my mouth works? Did you ever see me hang out with him?
I never thought you were buddies.
Please don't have that fucking bitch on your show again. Seriously, my friend. I would consider it a most gracious favor. Please let me know if you'd be willing to grant. I didn't see any of these because I was drinking with the boss. Now, he punches me fucking at 4:15. Check the last text. Last text. That's called the reveal, people. That's called the reveal. It's almost like, yeah, oh, you should see fucking Lori at his face. Is it almost like he had nothing but intent? It's almost like this is something you show someone and say, wow, that seems premeditated. Yeah, just saying. Just saying. Seems like something you do. All right. End of Exhibit B. By the way, let's get to a caller. It's Bob Levy. It says get in on this. Bob Levy, before you come on, I'm sorry I drove you nuts. Thank you. Oh, how many texts did I send you where you're like, dude, Bob?
Who is this call? Who is this? Do you know?
How great was it when Brendan goes, are you even texting the right person? You should have done that. I love you, Bob Levy. How are you, brother?
I love you, too. So wait, Pat hate you?
Yeah, but it wasn't a big deal. I'm just a pussy with a glass jaw, and I've been hiding and crying for the past 3 weeks.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, this is weird. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what goes on there, but, you know, it was weird to see all this stuff happening and that. Like you said that day when I showed up to do your show.
Listen,
I
Garrett.
was just going there. I'm thinking, what am I going to do? I don't, I never hosted like a show like that.
By the way, such a great show. So much fun to watch. Go on, buddy.
No, go on more about me.
You were great. And Bob, did I not say honestly, I'm like, don't bring Kevin on. Kevin's on. And do I not text you? Wow, I am willing to admit when I was wrong. That was great.
Well,
Go
if
on.
you would have just listened to me, you would have never got hit because it would have been me and Kevin and Keanu.
But Bob, if I didn't get Keanu. Bob, who's the guy in Speed? What actor is in Speed? Don't say George Washington, Garrett. What actor is in Speed?
Reeves.
I miss this so much. Keanu, go on.
Okay, so I just come walking up, strolling up, having my cigarette.
Okay, first of all, did everyone visualize Bob strolling like he's whistling, walking? He's got the puffy cheeks, whistling. Okay, so you're strolling.
Whistling Dixon.
Bob, next time we hang out, can we go for a stroll?
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Look, but the whole thing is, I'm strolling up.
He's
the
just
street,
strolling
passing
again.
the homeless people going, this is going to be a good day.
Yeah.
I'm hosting for my friend Geno, who's in Delaware doing a movie that no one will see. And I get up there, and Pat comes, like he's walking, he's with me at the same time coming the opposite thing. And I go, what are you doing here? And he goes, I'm buying drugs. And we both laughed. You know what I mean? It was a joke.
Yeah.
And I go, are you on the show today? Because I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not part of the network. And he goes, I can be. And I'm like, oh, okay, I don't know.
Needy much?
So,
just by the way, it wasn't a joke. He was there to buy drugs.
That's how
I know. And by the way, Bob, no, he said in his video, but by the way, everyone that hates me and I'm sure this is the only misinformation he gave. Anyway, go on.
So basically, I think Garrett came outside, and the three of us were there, I think, having a cigarette, just laughing, and we were talking. He goes, Pat's going to be on the show. He goes, all right, I'll set up another mic. Because I don't know if E-Rock or Anthony hit you up. You know what I mean? Because I didn't even know the other guy was.
Well, yeah, E-Rock is always fucking, checking every show before it starts. He's a real stickler for that. And the boss is awake at that time. So I'm sure it was one of those.
Yeah, well,
that's usually when E-Rock takes a stroll to the
I'm
gym.
Just strolling down the street whistling, and I was like, okay, let's go do this, And basically, I didn't know it was that. You know what I mean? That you guys had.
So you're saying he took advantage of your duller generosity, Bob?
Well, people have been doing that for years in this business. Why shouldn't anyone else? You know what I mean? I was like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Why would somebody be there if they're not on the show at that time?
Because they need attention? Because they need attention.
Well, I told him he looked pretty with his hat on.
He's a cowboy.
But basically, I had no idea. I was just there to do the show that day, and
you crushed it.
I was doing Brennan's show after. I knew that, and I knew he would be there at the end. And whatever happens, happens. I have no idea what's going on.
Do you know what pissed me off the most? It wasn't him sitting there with the paper being a dick. He bumped. The whole point was Keanu. I told her to come in early because Keanu, Bob. I told Kanish to come in early because I knew you two would be great. In fact, I told you, I'm like, Keanu's in. You're like, that'll be great. And then I wanted what's his name? Finn. He changes the name every week to come in because they do the podcast together and sit next to her and that. But Dixon's there and he's on the couch. Don't fuck up my show.
Wait a minute.
You get to do a show twice a week. Rookie.
You
Go on.
Chanua?
What?
You fucked Chanua?
In fact, might have turned down a booty call from her in the past 2 weeks because I didn't want her to see me. I didn't want to have to say, look away, I'm hideous, and I can't maintain an erection when daddy looks like this. Might have.
Well, you look better now. Now that you have part of a golf club in your mouth, I think you're doing better.
By the way, and that's the other thing. The first week, there are so many times I talk to Bob and my brother and Dombrowski, and I'm like, it hurts. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, it hurts. Stop making me laugh. And I cannot, Bob, I love you, Bob Levy. I cannot thank you enough.
I love you too. I mean, when I turned on the TV and you started today, I go, look, it reminds me of Otto's puppet, the way you're talking. I'd love to see you again.
By the way, I'll say it again. Actually, I'll say it once. I didn't say it. Levy and Dombrowski did the Just Joking podcast, Dombrowski's podcast. And of course it's about me the whole time. So, I'm just listening going, I'm the coolest man alive. Because Dombrowski and Levy. But at one point they go, wouldn't it be great if this was all just a dream? And Geno woke up and he was in bed with Tara and he had to go to the bank to work. And I'm sitting in the store going I want to wake up next to Tara and go to the bank. It was so fucking great, Bob. All right, let me get back to the back to the insanity. Anything else, my friend?
No. I mean, it's I notice you're having a little problem because you say you said a line that was I know how it's hard to talk with it. You know what I mean? When shit gets messed up in your mouth. You know? You said earlier that if you play a game, I guess something like that. If you do something,
fuck around and find out. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. There are dozens of them.
Yeah,
Go on.
But now you say fruckin', which is cool because you're cleaning up your act, so you might be able to get in another club in the city besides.
They also
LOL.
said getting punched in the mouth would whack the word nigger out of it, and it didn't.
Well, that's what we thought.
It's good to be back.
We said that on Kevin's thing. We're like, maybe this will do it. Well, we don't know. But look, I don't know.
Let me tell you, knowing Pat Dixon and his love of that color, that's the last thing he would want to take out of my mouth. He would feel bad if that happened. Go on.
But we're happy you're back. You know.
I still can't choose. Go on, Bob. Hold on.
Fine.
I gotta have lunch.
You're gonna have lunch? Are you drinking out of a bottle?
No. Daddy's just drinking his green Vibrance. Go on.
What is that for your vagina? No. What are you doing? You can't eat, really?
I can't eat for at least another 3 weeks. Isn't that amazing how I'm so addicted to shit, but when they're like, you can't drink, smoke cigars, or eat for 6 weeks, I'm like, yeah, whatever, just fix my fucking face so I can talk to people.
But wait a minute, the doctor said you couldn't drink. You told me you were going to get a second opinion on that one.
He said I was ugly, too. I love that bit. I love Bob.
Well, welcome back, and if I ever sit in for you again, I'm just going to walk straight in the door and not say hello.
Love you, Bob. So wait, what were you saying,
Love
dude?
you, Angel.
Oh, no, we'll get to the benefit, by the way. Oh, by the way, yeah, and that's the thing. Everyone's like, there's no GoFundMe. First of all, the only thing worse than giving me money when the universe gives me everything I need would be giving a penny to the GoFundMe fucks, those commie bastards. And two, I don't need a benefit, okay? Let me tell you fucking something, okay? And they're like, well, you're like the person who's like on a fucking roof and you're like, God, send me. I sent you a helicopter, I sent you a boat. I'm not fucking about to drown. Daddy's never done better. Daddy footed the bill. It's paid for. And why do you give a fucking God? I didn't get attacked in the middle of the night by a stranger I'd never seen in my life, like the videos we make fun of. I was assaulted on camera with oodles of witnesses, 3 or 4 who might be on paper, oodles of eyewitnesses, by a coworker who had the audacity and arrogance to walk across the street, sit on the couch, and want to talk to the boss after he watched the assault. So yeah, I don't need a GoFundMe. Daddy is doing WELL goodly. So let that one fucking slide. Now, let me explain to you, getting back to that tweet, that was the one time I weighed in. One time I weighed in because I was not gloating. Maybe I was gloating because I was livid at the arrogance of Pat Dixon, thinking like, yeah, and he's still sticking to his lies. But you understand, let me explain why the boss fired him, in my opinion, okay? In my opinion. Why? You know why it took so long, I would imagine? And this gets back to, how could he do it to him? Because I think fucking the boss is one of the greatest guys ever. It's a fact. Hey, gorgeous, nice shirt. He's one of the greatest guys ever. I go across the street every day I can, and he even said it once. It's a tribute. I do a shot with him. I say thank you. Nothing but gratitude, okay? Nothing. And fucking he gets it. He knows the people that work for him frucking, that's for Bob. I'm going to say that on purpose now. They frucking love him, okay? Oh, that's a new word. Hello, t-shirt. Look. Why didn't that go in the coffee? They fucking love him. So imagine, am I wrong? And I'm asking someone, weigh in on this, Garrett, Steve. Imagine you're the boss, okay? And you have this, and if I may quote Garrett.
You're fired!
How bored were you guys? What did you guys do?
I had to listen to Steve yammer on all day.
Talked about poop a lot.
I heard you quit gambling again.
Maybe. Maybe not. As far as I know, Steve Areno's gambling, sportsbook, and casino is open for business.
That's the beneficiary of the... By the way, the benefit, I don't know what we're doing with the money. But if you... Like, I have a friend, she's in Italy, and she got...
Wait, am I still the boss?
What's that?
Give it to Steve!
Bobby, you're the boss too. So so a day after this, everyone's like, I don't need it. And then my friend is in Italy, and she gets robbed. She gets robbed in Italy. That's an actual phone. In Italy, she gets robbed of everything. You're in Italy and you don't have your wallet, your passport, your credit cards. I'm like, she needs a GoFundMe right now. She doesn't need fucking, $18,000 to pay fucking medical bills. But she needs money. That's someone who fucking needs a helicopter and is in a burning building. End of discussion. Now, boss, you have a fucking playground. They're talking amongst themselves. Who wants to fire him now? Stop it! You're the boss, and you fucking have everyone. It's a party. It's a goddamn party, and fucking suddenly you go home. You go home every day after the show. You're like, how great is this? How great is this? And everyone's like, it's like, I don't get, the network runs itself, okay? And then all of a sudden, for the next 10 days, you go home and you're like, what the fuck? What the fuck am I gonna do? What the fuck am I gonna do? He didn't fucking sit there and have scales and wait, in my opinion, and go, you know what, I have to fire Pat, because if I don't, and by the way, Pat put him in a shit situation. If you fire Pat, all you fucking cunts that are crying will bitch that you're leaving. Yet here you are watching us. Here you are. I thought you left. What are you doing here? Well, I'm gonna fucking make sure that you fucking feel like shit. I do. I feel like shit. I feel like absolute garbage. I cried so many times, to quote fucking Camus, because I lived to the point of tears, and I can't believe how fucking lucky I am. Everything, I deserve everything. I deserve this fucking medal so I could understand even more how fucking much I love what I do and how I've never fucking lied to you and how you people seem to fucking believe, well, if Berg threw him against the wall, it's not the history that he has anger issues, that he's hated us since the fucking day he lost on sending me to rehab. It's obviously because Geno did something. No. Oh, he badmouthed his wife and tried to cancel him. Fucking Berg and his wife. Let's earn it. Berg and his wife are the ones that further the thing. Geno says the N-word on stage. This nigger doesn't say the N-word on stage. And stop giving words power. And stop. Stop. You know who reached out to me from Gas Digital? Repeat.
George Washington.
Boss, you're not this stupid. Louis J. Gomez. My friend Louis J. Gomez. Fucking said, are you doing okay? You know how many people texted me? He was one of them saying, you don't deserve this. Not once did I text someone, I don't deserve this. Because let me tell you, I deserve this. I deserve this. I'm tired of fucking beating myself up saying, did I look into it? I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve that booth. I deserve all these gifts. I deserve the fucking naked pictures Lisa Banouche sends me, according to someone. I deserve it. So if this is part of it, well, watch this. Fuck you, universe. I want everything but this. No, I want everything. So everyone that thinks I sat at home the past 2 weeks going like, and by the way, anyone that thinks I said I'm not coming back unless Dixon is fired, check the text. I did not. I minded my own goddamn business. And after 10 days, there's no doubt in my mind, the boss said, why do I feel like shit? Why do I have the greatest gig in the world that I've earned, that I survived? They tried to cancel me and I'm better than ever. Why do I feel like shit? Oh yeah, Pat fucking Dixon. He didn't weigh any things. He just said, I'm tired of this. Fuck him for putting me in this situation. That is what I think. That is what I think. I don't think that fucking the boss likes sitting there wearing a hat. He likes being happy because he's a good fucking guy. And he shouldn't be fucking miserable because someone is unfucking grateful. That's why I got fired. Not because I fucking made an ultimatum, because as you know from the former cunt that sat here, and by the way, yes, I'm sorry. Steve, you tell him what our former co-host said when he called. I'll do it if you don't.
Oh, Aaron?
Oh, is that who used to work with us?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah. Ready for this? You ready for this?
Yeah,
by the way, hold on one sec. How great is this show? Wasn't this worth the fucking wait? And yeah, wait, ask me again. Who? Ask me again who?
Who?
Ready for this?
Wait, where?
Who? The guy.
What are you doing right now?
I'm going to cry. That's how much I love you three. I'm going to cry. Ask me who? The guy that sat here the day he fucking stood in that booth and didn't say he was leaving the show. What did he say first? What did he say first?
What did he say first?
He said, In Hot Water's done.
Oh, yeah.
Remember? He basically said, In Hot Water's done. Because he did. And that is as far as he went because he's so used to.
I thought he said his wife said you said the N-word so much that half the audience left first.
Yeah. Oh,
then he said quit drinking or the show's over second.
Yeah. And then, what did. Do you want me to tell him? Watch this. Want to do this right now, Bobby? Want to do this right now? I'm just doing it. Not you, Bobby. You're not.
Stay tuned.
Bobby, you're not in trouble. Yeah, I'm doing the thing.
I was just saying, what are we doing?
No, yeah, that's what. Watch this. What are we doing? Is that how I was supposed to respond? That's a shirt soon. You want to do? How many times? Want to do this right now? Oh my God! No, Opie. No, you've got us.
Am I still the boss?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a headband?
It's my.
It's the headband or the show, Gene. I don't have faggots on my network.
Because when he sat there. And I did what was best for this show. He sat there and said, you know, you always say take a leap of faith and see what happens. Yeah, his leap of faith was walking out the door and telling E-Rock he wanted to do a morning show 4 days a week. He never planned to have to fucking do his other show because he wanted the fucking money pay, okay? And he wanted to wash the stink of us, mainly me, off of him. And he spent 2 weeks trying to get me to explode on him so he could be a victim. Like Pat plays the victim card. Like Pat sends tweets saying, oh my God, oh my, I'm gonna need a bodyguard after this. Oh my God. You fucking mentor hundreds of comedians. You haven't mentored anyone, Pat, okay? Oh my God, you do this, you punch one Geno. Stop playing the victim, you fucking TWAT cunt. Stop it, Pat. Own what you did. Own what you did, okay? And that's what he did. And he tried to fucking do it for 2 weeks. And when fucking we turned it to glass the last 2 weeks, he fucking tucked his tail in between his cunt legs and fucking said, I have to leave, it's toxic. And fucking started fucking shitting on us because the show just got more fun. I won't say better, I won't say funnier, but we had as much fun as ever. And he had to do a shit show. A shit show. Now, his stand-up as good as ever? Yeah. Aaron Berg is a brilliant fucking comedian, and he will do very well, okay? But he'll never do well looking at us saying like, why'd I leave that? Because you want to do it a morning show. You wanted to do the morning show. And there's no way you could look them in the face and actually do it and be any good. Yeah, so now we're even. You threw me against the wall because I shit on you. So now we're fucking even. We're not even yet, Pat, because Daddy's not FINISHED done with you. I'm not fucking finished.
You want to go get sushi on Tuesday?
Okay, I don't know how to do this.
Can you say that?
Do I want to go get sushi on Tuesday? don't fuck with me, Garrett.
Sushi on Tuesday?
I think we see the first show. I got about 73 minutes in me. I think that's what we learned from Oh, Wednesday's going to be great. We do the fuck. And by the way, Gum Friday fans, thank you for your patience with that. So that's why. That's why. And that's why he's livid about everything. That's why he's fucking shitting on me on the air. And so now back to you, Steve. So did he check on me? Did Aaron check on me?
Well, he called me, Bobby, and Garrett.
By the way, if that story wasn't enough, did he call you and say the same thing? Did he say this? Go.
Well, he called me, Bobby, and Garrett to chat and see how things were going.
This is gloating.
The day you got punched.
Yeah, it was good catching up.
Yeah, it was
fun.
He just wanted to see how everything was. He
We
didn't
had a
ask
lot
about
of laughs.
you until later.
Yeah.
At first, yeah, we were just chatting.
Well,
he even said like, "Oh, I miss this." Oh,
Yeah.
me too.
Oh, good.
We're like, oh, I missed you too, man.
Yeah.
At some point.
Sorry, I was having lunch.
Oh, hefty meal there.
Yeah. So go on.
Yeah, and then you came up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Inevitably, I guess. I don't know why you can't just talk to me and just talk to me. I don't know why you have to come up.
I know.
It's weird. I thought, we were buddies. But he said we should probably... First, he said we need to do, like, an intervention for you.
Right.
Because first he threw you against the wall, and then Pat punched you in the face. So he was like, there's obviously a common denominator here. It's drunk Geno.
Right.
Yeah.
By the way, let's talk about drunk Geno. Name one thing I ever did drunk that would lead to an arrest. And by the way, again, he was so mad when I got out of that bullshit fucking, sleeping in the car charge.
That was my thing. He didn't start off with the intervention. It was, Geno's gotta stop doing in hot water and go to rehab. And I was like, why?
No, did he not say they need to fucking suspend in hot water if Geno doesn't?
No, that's
He
what I said.
reversed the order for me. First
yeah.
was intervention for me, and then it was, well, if that's not what you want to do, you should stop doing in hot water because Geno needs help.
You have to
And
stop in hot
By
water.
the way,
he won't be able to
again,
get help
Pat Dixon
until you
doesn't
stop
need any
doing
fucking
the show
help.
with him.
Pat Dixon doesn't. I do.
Yeah.
He got all the help he needs.
So then I was like, well, what is he? Why Geno? And he was like, well, come on, he got punched, and I was like, well, what has Geno done that he needs to stop drinking?
Yeah.
So many things, and it was.
Why'd you leave the show? So many reasons.
It was
You
that
suck,
whole thing.
Aaron. I love you, and that's why you suck a giant dick. And by the way, congrats on touring all over the fucking country. That's exhausting. I can't imagine having to do that. By the way, we're working on a show with Compound Censor. Oh, it's censored. Oh my god. Anyway, back to you. So go on.
So yeah, I was like, I pushed him again. I was like, but I don't get
Against the wall?
What did Geno do? Am I missing things? Like I don't see him at night or after the show. So maybe
Because at night I'm home with my cat watching the Phillies.
Maybe there's things.
Jerking off and eating ice cream. Boy, did you nail that. I mean, when you said that, I'm like checking for a fucking nanny cam in my apartment. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I'm jerking off in front of all my stuffed animals. Not that I have any.
How do you eat the ice cream while you jerk off? I feel like you get it everywhere.
You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed.
Kinda balance it
Ooh,
on
did
your
I
chest.
spill ice cream on my penis? No, I missed. Okay.
Oh, is this cum or ice cream on my belly?
You both
I better
are
rub it
wrong.
in just in
Stop
case.
looking
Better
at
lick
me,
it off
jerk
just in
off.
You're a fag.
I know. Go on. So go on.
So I pushed it again, and he had no real answer. So I started getting
When he
little,
goes so like in there, like he's a little bitch. So I'm sorry, probably gonna get punched again, but plenty of titanium where this came from. Like, so many reasons. Stop it. When will you guys realize? And I mean it. Everything I say ends up being true. So why not start believing me from the fucking start? I love this word. I fucking love this word. Go on. So.
and then then it came up to, well, you have to shut down in hot water. You have to go to rehab.
You have to shut down in hot water because every time I watch it, I fucking hate that it went sideways on me.
You think he
I
watches
hate
it?
watching them fucking sit in the playground I'm as responsible for being a part of and building as anyone and realize I left the sandbox and we'll never really know why.
But also the thing
We'll
was,
never know why.
Just say, if you think so, Geno needs to go to rehab. In hot water being suspended will just happen because of that. Why lead with you need to stop in hot
Why
water?
do you think?
My answer was also when he said you should stop drinking hot water. I was like, that's not going to help him stop drinking. He's going to go into a darker, deeper spiral
You know
of
what-
drinking
you know
and
what else
depression.
needs- stop
That's
drink-
going to fuck him more if you think he's got this problem.
See, and that's just it. I won't. If you quit doing in hot water, I'd probably quit you. I've said this to Kevin Dombrowski. Every day I wake up and do this show, and I'm like, thank God. And if I ever woke up, and this is why I don't worry about, what's going to happen with the... If I woke up and like in hot water, then I'd be like, thank God, because it's time for the next thing. You understand? And I would not. See, and this is the thing, like, I would not sit at home and drink alone, because, you ready for this? That's no fucking fun. It's no fun to drink alone. And if you're drinking alone saying like, well, Geno, I'm not you. I have not drank in 3 weeks, and I don't miss it. Don't get me wrong. I miss drinking with these guys, but I don't sit at home saying, I could probably sip whiskey. No one's looking. Why? 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 Why do you need whiskey? Why? Well, here's the problem. If I've not drank in 3 weeks, and I'm not miserable. Okay? I didn't drink for 8 months and I bought an Eames chair. Why do people that not drink fucking justify it by being angry or fucking resorting to other drugs and saying, I don't drink? You should. You should. You understand? And again, the only, and I'm going to say it, Occam's razor gives the closest shave. A friend of mine said that. The simple answer is he hates watching this show because he's like, God, that was fun. Why'd I leave that? I fucking built that Aaron is as responsible for me being here as he is for him leaving. It's that simple. And that's why he's like, gotta stop doing it. Fuck we do. Fuck we do. Tink, tink. Make a metal sound when I do this. We'll try this one. Let me tell you people something. It's all in the noggin. Work on that. By the way, I want to thank the fan who sent me this lovely poster. I cannot wait to put it up in my room. Speaking of things I was right about.
That was Lump.
Lump. Look at that. Hey, by the way, while I was in Lockjaw Down, did you guys see what they said about his tryout with the Raiders?
Yes, Sap said he sucked.
It was one of the worst ever. Why do you think?
Perfect.
Why do you think there's no video footage of it? You ever notice how watch this, and I hate being right all the time. Thank you, Lump. You ever notice how whenever he does an ad, whenever he's like, I'm ready to go, whenever he sends a tweet, they put it everywhere? Are you telling me there's no video footage of that tryout? And again, Occam's razor gives the closest shape. Or do you think fucking exactly what somebody said, this guy, not the guy that left but wanted to do a morning show 4 days a week till he realized that wasn't going to happen because he's a fucking COWARD sellout cunt. Not him. Fuck you, Berg. You already threw me against the wall and bragged about it. Why was I protecting him? And by the way, I said I'm done protecting Berg, and I'm done protecting Dixon, and I might even fucking take a stab at E-Rock. And that's when Garrett goes, says he's making a list. You would be on a slippery slope if Steve didn't fucking kick you right back off it.
I never said you said you were making a list. I said Geno's making a list.
No, we can go back and look at that. You said I watched it while you were reading those mean texts I sent to Kevin Brennan. You said he's making a list. You did. I'm not mad. It's hilarious. Because again, here's something else we'll do. Let's start getting GoPros where they watch you. Well, I can't because I'm on the. But if you had a GoPro of me watching the dump all week, It would be alternating between me fucking crying hysterically and screaming. That's not what happened. And masturbating while eating ice cream. Thank you. But you got those pictures because I send them to you, Linz. What was I fucking talking about? So,
Am I on the list?
no, you're not. And then Steve goes, what, Gene never had that conversation with Aaron. What's that? Thanks, Gummy Bear. So I did have that conversation with Aaron. I did. I called him.
Which one?
The one where I say, why are you leaving? He's like, I'm like, well, stop saying I say the N-word, and that's why you have to leave. He's like, I'll walk that back. And he never did. He never did. And I said, you're afraid of being canceled. I'm not fucking afraid of being canceled. And then I said, did you take down episodes? And he said, I did not take down episodes. And E-Rock says he didn't take down episodes. And I don't give a fuck to find out if they did. But I didn't take down episodes. I didn't DMC UK, whatever the fuck it's called, YouTube. I wouldn't even know how to do that. And I sure as fuck didn't make a list. And I don't give a fuck whether fucking, what's his name, Rob Saul takes down evidence or not. I don't. I spent fucking the first week, and I didn't. And by the way, the fucking first 2 days while I'm walking around with a broken tooth, by the way, wisdom tooth, broke a wisdom tooth, just fucking, it's like the first card in the deck. Buried it, so this side's fine. I'm walking around in such excruciating pain that when I moved my head, my cat wouldn't come near me. She's like, you're not, my energy was off. I wasn't this amazing. That's another reason I didn't want you to see me. Not the stuff I sent you. Or the fucking nanny cam footage. You understand that? What was I just saying? Blah, 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 blah. Oh, and if you think I was in excruciating pain and like a little bitch, I called Uncle Vinny's, who hates me. He has not booked me in years. He hates me. If I called Uncle Vinny's and said, Pat Garrett punched me in the face, they'd be like, great, we'll give him a whole fucking weekend. Pat Garrett, Pat Dixon, fruck him. Do you understand? If I said Pat Dixon punched me in the face, I'd be like, all right, I'll give him a whole fucking weekend because he doesn't like me. He doesn't book me. He has a problem with me and Kevin Brennan. Lovable guys like us. You understand? It's obvious. It was a Wednesday and Thursday. Pat Dixon is not moving tickets on a Wednesday and Thursday in the middle of summer. So why fucking bring a guy that might get fucking carted off stage in handcuffs to your fucking club? Do you understand? I don't know who called him, and I don't care. But if you think I said, that'll make my face feel better, you're dumb. And if you think I did that, good. Good, who cares? You're not real. To sum up.
Hey, Gene. Me and Garrett are going to shut down In Hot Water for a little bit. Is that cool?
That's fine.
You cool with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I didn't miss a couple weeks.
And,
Watch this.
Quit drinking while you're at it.
Can I do one more thing? Can I do one more thing?
No. Me and Garrett say no.
Well, let me just say this, boss. Thanks for paying me for every fucking day I missed. I wonder if you get paid for being suspended. Because Daddy didn't miss a fucking paycheck. Thank you for that. Thank you for the big check with the comma in it and the here's the money from the days you missed. Thank you for that, boss. Could you imagine sitting at home saying, I don't get shit money and you got paid to sit there and heal? Yeah. I needed it for my phone bill because I spent an hour on the fucking phone with Uncle Vinny's, wherever the fuck that shithole is. Maybe I deserve this because let me tell you a story. Okay? Then we'll get to the callers. Okay? Maybe I deserve this because for 2 years, I enabled Artie Lang. I compartmentalized. I did a podcast where I was the second chair called the Artie Quitter Podcast. And Artie would see if this sounds familiar. Artie would get just enough energy to go from his bedroom to the kitchen table and talk into a mic so people would send him money to buy drugs, as my friend Frankie says. I don't know if you know this. Artie was on drugs. He was on drugs. Yep. And how did I fucking justify my dear friend who to this day I love to death? I called him Heroin Artie to myself. I'm like, this isn't my friend Artie. And every shitty, toxic thing he did to me for 2 years, like a battered woman, I said, this is Heroin Artie. And I put up with it. And it made it easier to deal with Artie when he was clean. I remember both of those days. And when he fucking would just treat me like shit, I'm like, that's just Heroin Artie. And whenever I would see Artie, and when they fucking said, we're going to hire Artie here, what do you think, Geno? And don't get me wrong, it wasn't like, you decide. I said, I don't think you should. He's on drugs. He's on drugs. He's a fucking mess, okay? And I said, and what did I say back then? I'm like, afterwards, when I was here, I'm like, he needs to go to jail. You're being a dick. Not being a dick. He can get drugs in jail. Then let him get drugs in jail. Ryan Leaf, famous Charger, fucking fell out of football, got so into drugs, he kept getting arrested. The final time he got arrested and wound up in jail for stealing drugs and breaking into houses, he called his mom and said, Mom, I'm in jail. His mother said, what word? What was that word, Garrett?
George Washington.
Those are 2 words, you two. Good. She said good. She said good. And fucking right now, Pat Dixon, fucking Bill left. He's doing public speaking like Madison Malloy right now. Fucking, I see it. Right, he's doing public speaking, Ryan Leaf is. And I'll tell you, the guy I went to hug was not fucking Pat Dixon. Okay, it wasn't my friend Pat. He's going through some shit now that he's got to handle. And you can fucking keep supporting him, and that's fine. But it's going to be the same thing. Geno was right. So either get the help you need, because the reason, and I'll say this, and I mean this in a very caring way, okay? I texted so many times, I hate him. I hate him. And hate, I'm not, it's a fact. Once you, like, I'm not good at hating people. I'm not. And I was fucking livid. And it was toxic. And you asked Kevin the first 2 days, fucking Dombrowski. I was not me. I wish you could have seen me. You'd have been like, it makes you realize, like, I am this guy. I'm not, it's not an act. Same guy on stage, off stage, when I have my crippling alcohol addiction that leads me to fucking make actions and I woke up 2 days ago, 3 days ago, and I texted people, I'm like, feeling better, because I was ready to forgive him. Because it's that same thing again. I'm like, I know who punched me. And it wasn't Pat. It wasn't the Pat. Ooh, get stuck on one of the girders. It wasn't the Pat that we know and love. It wasn't. It's a different Pat. And Pat, if you're still watching, you're either getting this saying he's right, or you're like, fuck him, he's a drunk. And either way, you can't do this any better. I wonder who's calling.
I ain't surprised, motherfucker.
Oh, goddamn.
If I can change and you can change, we all can change.
We all can change. Pat, now let me tell
Hey,
you.
you're
I've been
stealing my bit.
What's that?
I talk out of one side of my mouth.
Okay. Guys, by the way, I realize that the 90-minute...
my girlfriend. You're stealing my bit. What, you going to start saying the N-word now, too, in a hateful way?
Nigger. Yeah, I am. Pat, look, I was very hard on you, but I was very honest.
I was very hard on you with my fist, you pussy.
You really were. You really were. By the way, way to get your fucking money.
You told me to take a leap. I took a leap of faith right when I Superman punched you in the face.
You did. You took 2 steps, and I took 1 into it. It was great. A lot of fucking torque there, bitch. Now, I said a lot of things, but I tried to end with a feel-gooder. What did you take from all that?
Follow through.
What's that?
Follow through.
Yeah. Oh, you followed through.
I'm faster than I thought, Gene.
Yeah, and Daddy didn't
so fast last night. I cut off the lights and I was in bed before the lights were out.
I love that. Crazy Legs once hit a ball up the middle. He runs so fast he got hit in the head, sliding into second by it. That's great. It's from an old SNL.
But he's not a fighter.
God damn it.
What's wrong, Gene? You in a little pain? What happened?
My lip keeps getting stuck on one of the girders right now. So, ow. But
you
it's
got
fine.
girders in your mouth?
I think that's what they're called. It's like they didn't wire it shut.
Did you go to the dentist or Home Depot?
That's pretty good. Good one, Pat. So my point is, I was very hard on you, but did you learn anything from this? Did you? Because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I have a big fan in your friend who sent me a very mean DM saying, all he ever does is talk well about you. Okay, whatever. What? Yeah. No, I'm not mad at you, but I'm just saying, so you know who I mean, though, right?
Are you talking to me or somebody in the
Yeah.
audience?
And I don't
'Cause
mean
this
that in a
would be
mean
really
way.
confusing
Painted
for
one of the
people at
greatest
home.
pictures I have. Yeah, but it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, and I love her, so I'm like, no. And I didn't fucking.
I loved her too, Gene. That's why I punched you in the face.
Not her. Not Felicia White. By the way, fun fact, I've never been in a room that Felicia was in without Pat Dixon being there, with the exception of the hour she was at the desk here. Unfortunately, I've never been in a room she wasn't in without Pat Dixon being there at Sullivan's. It includes that. That was a great 10 seconds.
Pat Dixon and Felicia. Keep talking, bitch. I'll even out your face.
Fruck off, man. So, more gifts? What's that? To Compound Media, Geno.
Hopefully it's headgear.
There's so many gifts I didn't get to open. All right, so I will open them now. All right.
So what's wrong? You didn't like my media tour? You crybaby?
What's your media tour?
When I went on and told everybody how I punched you in the face and you totally had it coming?
Watch this. The one you went on where you just created content for everyone that wants to shit on fucking Anthony and make more headaches. That one where you fucking doubled down on fucking shitting on the boss and just gave him fucking tons of headaches with videos and fucking shit like that. You know that's what you did, Pat. You know all you did was give the boss more headaches.
I guess I gave 2 people some headaches, didn't I?
Good one, Pat. That's pretty good.
It didn't seem so angry with me when we were playing poker Saturday night.
Oh. Yeah, but how, like, and who
And
gives
think about it, Gene. If you just hadn't poked her, we wouldn't have been in this predicament.
God, I was going to tweet back because the guy, who's the guy, Brooklyn, whatever, he's like, Geno's welcome anytime. And I wrote, thanks, boo. I wanted to put, my face has been pokered enough, but I thought it'd be too much. Yeah, I didn't, but who cares? And by the way, so let me ask you this, Pat. I saw that and I loved it. It's like, the boss is allowed to play poker. Should the boss be like, I'm not going if Pat's going? No. And if Pat's and shouldn't it concern us that Pat has no problem sitting there after what he did? That doesn't concern you? Why didn't you have any trouble sitting there in the picture?
I thought he would be proud of me solving his, quote, Geno problem.
By the way, oh, dude, how funny was it when he's like, get back to work, Vietnam vets. By the way, more cigars I can't smoke for another 6 weeks.
You think Berg will take me on tour with him?
Thank you, EW. What's that?
I think Berg will take me on tour with him.
He's
and
got
Lewis.
oodles of gigs to fucking do. Oh, here's a great one from TMN.
Gene, do you think it worked, my punch?
What's that?
Do you think everybody's going to think I'm as cool as you are now?
Nope. You understand? You'll never fuck chicks as hot as me. You'll never enjoy what you do as much as me. Never will I say you're not funnier than me. You'll never enjoy what you do as much as me because you don't do it for other people. You do it for yourself. Sorry. You'll never enjoy fucking chicks as hot as me because I do it for them. You're welcome, ladies.
Well, you'll fucked half my ex-girlfriend, so.
What's that?
I feel
yeah, and I would never fuck one of your ex-girlfriends just because it's fucking, you know, it's not my fucking deal, dude. It's not my fucking deal. But I will always fucking support your ex-girlfriends because you try and cancel them because you hate women. There's a reason I love all my exes and speak with all of them and hold myself accountable to be better. You know, there's a reason. And there's a reason you hate all of them. Because you fucking use them, and when you're done with them, you move on. And that's fine. That's on them. I heard rumors.
You're saying I love them, leave them because I don't fucking need them?
That's exactly right. Look at this.
All right, well, I gotta go. I gotta go do a Too Woke to Fuck with Anthony Zenhauser and Douglas Nelson. So I'll be back.
Oh my God. Now look at it. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, my bad. It's actually late as fuck with Douglas Nelson and Anthony Zenhauser.
I don't know
what
what
this... Not to be confused with Too Woke to Fuck with Anthony Zenhauser and Douglas Nelson.
It sounds like you're... It sounds to me like, and I said this earlier, you
stopped... Garrett there?
What's that?
Garrett.
Hey, what's up, Pat?
Hey, man, you think about doing TBD Reloaded? You, me, maybe we had some fresh blood like Anthony Zenhauser?
For real?
Yeah. This Adderall isn't going to buy itself.
Sounds like a horrible idea.
That's kind of my brand. Didn't you hear I punched Geno?
Somebody sent me a shit ton.
Yeah, I did hear
look
that.
At this.
Anyway, Gene, I'll see you at Sullivan's. I'm going to get out of here.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Pat.
Somebody sent me a bunch of shirts that I don't get except this one. Are they returns? No, and this is like, look at the back though. This is a great one. Look, the back is me with in my Charger hoodie toasting, and fucking it's fucking Chad Zumach robbing me. How cute is that? Look, look, what's in your wallet? That's cute. Thank you. All right, Jerry, you want to say hi to your buddy Geno? Jerry?
Yeah, I'd love to say hi if I get put through. Oh, here I am. How are you doing, Geno?
Very well, buddy. How are you?
I'm great. I just want to say Becky's a cunt. And,
Wait, you said what?
Nigger.
There you go. It's good to be home. Someone sent me Jawbreakers. This is good because we're running out of stuff for Gum Friday. Thank you. Superman, what do you got to say? Superman?
Welcome back, Geno!
Oh, it's good to be back, buddy. How are you, man?
I'm great now that you're here.
You doing great so far?
So far, so
Hey,
well.
did he call in?
Doing great so far. You're back, Geno. Welcome back, Geno.
I'm doing great these days. I did great so far.
You summoned
Chrissy
him.
Mayer, I'll be returning to
Was he on the whole
West
time?
Chrissy Mayer
Jeez.
at 8 p.m. Atlantic time.
Take a deep, Frankie, take a deep breath. Frankie, I missed you, buddy. How are you?
I'm doing great so far. I also missed Chrissy Mayer's wet spot at 8 p.m. as well. Atlantic
She didn't have a broken jaw, Frankie. Did you miss me or her?
I
Those
missed
tits
both of
aren't
them.
broken.
What's that?
I missed you, and I also missed Chrissy.
Tell you didn't miss me, Pat. Fucking nailed it. By the way, Frankie, what happened to Pat?
He got fired from Compound Media.
You're damn right he did. Do you know why he got fired? Tell him.
Because he hit you,
And why else?
and he nothing else.
Come on. Come on. What did we practice? Come on. How did Bob Saget die?
He took drugs.
I'm crying more than laughing right now. I'm crying.
Is your lip stuck? Is that
It
why?
keeps sticking right here. It's so funny. It's like, all right, Frankie. So did you hear James Caan died? Did he see this yet? No. Frankie, how did James Caan die? The famous
took drugs.
actor. Frankie?
James Caan.
Yeah, he's googling it. How did he? Do you know he's dead?
Of course he does.
Frankie, you want to see how James Caan died? I heard you killed
He
him.
died. I didn't do it. That means he took. And I'm still
Oh no,
for
Frankie.
All right, Frankie, take a look at this and tell me this doesn't explain how he died. You ready? You want watch this, Frankie? Frankie, you want to stop it 1 sec? Frankie, you want to see this video? Frankie, you want to see it?
That's a Western movie.
Okay, let's take a peek, Frankie. Okay, now that's James Caan, Frankie, right? Tell me if you recognize anyone else. Tell me if you recognize when he gets out of the car. Frankie, do you know anyone? Look at him smiling. Oh my God!
It's not true.
Frankie!
I wasn't there. I'm in
Frankie!
Canada.
Oh my God, Frankie!
I didn't even.
Oh, Frankie! Frankie! Hey, pause it 1 sec, Garrett. So you're saying, look at him. I love him. Look at him.
It's not true.
I've missed. You think I took this for granted? No. Frankie, so you had nothing to do with it?
No.
All right, let's take a look at a little more then, Frankie. Nothing. Frankie, what? Frankie!
Not true.
Frankie!
Somebody edited.
Frankie! Look at you!
Somebody edited it.
And you didn't leave the scene? You didn't leave the scene, Frankie?
It makes me feel great. Not good.
Frankie!
It's not true.
Frankie!
Frankie, what's the point of kicking him after you shot him?
Oh, it's so funny. Oh,
it makes me feel great.
Frankie!
It's not true.
Frankie!
Somebody photoshopped my face on
Oh, go, Frankie!
Thanks for watching, Frankie.
I can't believe... Frankie, how could you?
It's not true.
By the way, shit ton of cigars. No one puts who they're from, but Jesus Christ, so many. Humidor's going to be stocked. Thank you so much.
But that video is not true. It's totally fake out there.
Frankie, you seemed pretty fucking happy about it when I saw you.
It's not true. Somebody photoshopped my face on it.
All right. Wolverine, you're great. Let's take another caller. Dix Patson's been on hold for a while. What do you got?
Hey, Geno, how you doing?
Make it good fast. We're running out of time.
Just wanted to tell you I've been a long-time fan, first-time caller.
Okay.
Hope that murder hornet you had on your cheek in Sullivan's that Pat killed for you didn't bite you.
Ah, that was nice of him. So you're saying there was a murder hornet on my face?
Yeah, he was just trying to protect you.
You got one more line before you get the axe.
Hope you're doing good, Geno.
I love you, buddy. Thanks so much, man. Late. All right, Liam, what's up?
Hey, Gene. I just want to say, thanks for, off the show. You're just such a great person. I want to say thanks to Steve and Garrett because they're, for holding down the ship, while you were gone, and for giving me the opportunity to fill a little space while you were there as Mr. Echo. you know, it's really cool. So you guys are just really amazing people. Just want to
Wait, are you Mr. Echo as a normal person?
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Echo, welcome back. More fucking cigars. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Echo. Have a great one.
You too.
Derek wants to know if I got his thing. Derek, is this your thing? Excuse me. McCluskey's hand-carved whiskey? No. Fucking
Yeah,
a signature?
Did you get your soup?
A signature? Tell him, Derek, what this is.
I can't see.
It's, oh, I thought you were the one that sent it. It's McCluskey's hand-carved whiskey. What did you send me, Derek?
I sent you some soup. Didn't you get it yet?
Some what?
Some soup. Some split pea. DoorDash hasn't got there yet?
Is it in a bag? Is this
no,
it?
DoorDash.
What's that?
DoorDash.
Someone sent me soup. Oh, yeah, I don't know about DoorDash. Anyway, thanks, Derek. By the way, you're a fucking psycho pussy for saying hitting men is what you do. Get your shit together. Hang up on him. Goodbye. Hang up on him. Hang up on him. Fucking had it. I love you, Derek, but I can't. Like, that's all I hear. Like, that's what guys do. No, they don't. No, they don't. You wonder why you wind up in a fucking wheelchair. You wonder why. It's just what we do. Real men get into fights at family dinners. Do they? You fucking faggots. Your family sucks a dick. It's just what you do. McCluskey's hand-carved whiskey. Fucking, I had the DM from the guy who sent this. I've gotten so many, I fucking lost it. But if you're watching, call in. I apologize. Oh, wait, he fucking sent a letter. Geno, Garrett, and Steve, fuck off Barry Ribs. Is he in there? That's perfect. Here it is, the first ever bottle of McCluskey's hand-carved, actually handcrafted, because I say it with the R wrong. Hand-carved whiskey. It comes from Bourbon 30 in Georgetown, Kentucky, and I'm going to reach out to them and start getting this made. P.S. Don't waste any of this on Bobo. Best, Dennis. Dennis, thank you so fucking much. I'm going to take Joey Dago. We're going to do an Ashley Tarot reading, and we're going to wrap this the fuck up. Talk to me, Joey Dago. Love you, buddy. How's your girl doing?
Everybody's doing good. First of all, fuck Derek.
Yeah.
God, he sucks.
It's just, Chrissy said it perfectly, and you called in afterwards. I love how people that get into fights fucking try and justify anyone else doing it. No. I'll say it again. When you go to hit someone, you either want to hurt them, and that can only ruin your fucking life, or you don't, and you're a dumb cunt for wasting a fucking physical act of violence. Go on.
Well, I just wanted to say the booth did a fucking amazing job while you were gone. And I have a question for Steve.
Steve, again, we're just the wrap-up. He's eating a banana. Too fucking good. We're just a wrap-up show for the dump. Go for Steve.
Steve, you can't tell me you don't have a story about being messed up on Staten Island and running into a turkey.
Yes! He said this so many times. I'm like, why do you ever ask him? He's like, I never get around to it. Have you ever? And I was DMing him like, I know. Why don't you ask him? Have you ever run into a turkey?
Yeah, there's turkeys all over the place where I live.
Right.
I see them all the time.
You ever run into one? You ever deal with the turkeys?
No, but one time I was really dehydrated and fucked up from having kidney stones.
Right.
And I was walking into a hospital, and there were turkeys at the door, they were there to greet me. And I thought I was tripping my balls off from malnourishment. I thought because it was the first time I actually ever saw turkeys in Staten Island, 10 years ago.
They scared the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I didn't think they were real. I thought I was seeing things.
Not true, not true. Frankie.
But yeah, I see them all the time.
What's up?
Frankie, when you ever kill a turkey when you were a crab?
No, I'm not a crab at all.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
At all?
Yeah.
Come on, show the video. It's been too long. All right, Ashley. You have a
Right,
tarot?
I'll be on Wet Spot tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 o'clock Atlantic time.
Wait. Oh, Frankie, by the way, I didn't get, that's how much fun the show was. I want to thank everyone that sent me voicemails. Frankie, would you like to hear one of the voicemails? Frankie? You want to hear one of the voicemails someone left for you, Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, here's one.
Matt Dixon is an unemployed fucking nigger.
No, that's not it. Okay, hold on.
Totally not true at all.
No, another one. What's that?
Not true at all. What about Chrissy Mayer?
Hold on. Hold on. Here's a message from Chrissy Mayer. You ready, Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay.
Frankie MacDonald is not a nigger lover. I repeat, Frankie MacDonald is not a nigger lover.
There you go.
It's not true.
You happy, Frankie?
That's Chrissy Mayer.
That was not her. That is not her, Frankie. God, I thought there was one more you would have loved to have heard, Frankie. I guess not. All right. God, did I delete it? Oh, hold on, Frankie. All right, you ready? Frankie, one more?
Finally, final one.
I know you got shit to do, Frankie. I'm sorry.
Frankie MacDonald is a shape-shifting nigger lover.
Not true. It's not true.
What other shapes can you shift into?
Not true.
That's the one. That's the one. Frankie.
Frankie MacDonald is a shape-shifting nigger lover.
Not true at all. Not true at all.
Oh, my lip keeps sticking to the girder.
Not true at all.
Oh.
The next show I'll be going on tonight is
I guess
Sweat
we're
Chrissy
done?
Mayer.
All right. Oh, Dennis, real fast. Dennis, thank you for the whiskey. Tell us about it.
You got it, buddy. On behalf of everyone, so good to see you back.
So great to be back. I missed you guys.
In Georgetown, Kentucky, you pick your own barrels. There is a field of 100. You get to choose your own and actually make your own whiskey. So went down there with friends, and I could think of nothing better. It was there the day that Bobo got hammered, which was legendary. Had to make some McCluskey's whiskey for you and the boys.
Okay, now let me explain something. This is how, again, and we'll wrap up on this, the universe provides, okay? This is a fucking fan that was there when this happened and made this whiskey. Fucking whiskey.
It's funny
this
how the
fucking
universe...
whiskey is a sign from God.
The universe always provides you whiskey.
It does. So here's the thing. Fucking, I will reach out to you, Dennis. We'll get the specifics, but you're gonna start making. They're gonna start making McCluskey's hand carved it out of fucking the Mattingly distillery. Am I right?
That's it.
I love you, man.
Story.
Dennis, and by the way, Sun Bunny, everyone else, we'll get to you later. Let's wrap it up. I cannot thank everyone enough for the fucking DMs, the positive vibes, and just for underscoring that I'm the luckiest fucking man alive. All right? What's that? That's the show. You know what we're going to do tomorrow? Another fucking show from my desk with my booth and my advocates and my friends.
And you keep thinking that you'll never get burned.
Frankie, I love you, you shape-shifting nigger lover. Let's get out of here.
Box of matches, yeah. And what he knows you ain't had time to learn.
Frankie, dance me off.
These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you.
Cigars, I got 800 of them.
Are you ready, Boots? Start walking.